Pardon me, but I was just playing the new Eminem Houdini on repeat. Robin Lindbergh, Kevin Zwicker here with you. And Kevin, you had an inexplicable reaction to me. It feels like you're purposely dismissive of this new Eminem record.
That was one of the worst things I've heard easily within the last 5 years. I'd rather hear Ice JJ Fish do a cover of I Will Always Love You than hear that ever again in my life.
I don't know who Ice JJ Fish is, but nevertheless, that was a throwback track. Obviously, they're paying homage to Without Me, which is his best single and an all-time great song. You know, an all-time great karaoke type of song as well. But they're doing it in a way that works because it feels fresh and original. And it's a nice change of pace from like the very jagged Eminem flows we've heard in recent years to that fun, playful style of Eminem. And they even got like the little saxophone that seems like a callback as well. And he just kills it with the wordplay. Like that verse is more entertaining than any verse, or those verses are more entertaining than any verse Drake has ever spit in his life. Like,
I know you're going to go there, and you are absolutely wrong. That track was disgusting. And that beat, it honestly sounds like a beat that they would use for a reboot of a live-action Scooby-Doo movie. It was awful.
Yeah, that's part of the deal. But it works. It's groovy. I don't know who produced it. I've seen people saying The Alchemist produced it, which would be very interesting if it's the case. But on the title credits, it's not saying that for me right now, so I don't know who to credit for it. But whoever made it, it's a groovy track. It's a groovy track. And then those playful, like those bars, those Slim Shady bars are back. There's going to be bars that are much discussed. That Megan Thee Stallion line is going to be talked about a ton tomorrow. I promise you.
I just don't want to hear this ever again. We're calling this a throwback. I am calling it a throwaway because I'm going to take this track and throw it in the bin. It's awful.
You only heard it one time. I mean, like, again, I played it. You don't think if I was to ask for Megan Thee Stallion if she would collab with me, would I really have a shot at a feat? Isn't going to be everywhere. And what was the line about the Siamese cat or whatever? That was another one of those lines that's going to be shared. My transgender cat Siamese identifies as black but acts Chinese. I mean, those lines are going to be everywhere. You forget how big an artist Eminem is. Like, Eminem is massive. Eminem is talk about Drake. Eminem is a bigger artist than Drake in the sense of he's been around longer. He has more of a casual, broad fan base that are going to be riding Pelotons and playing Eminem or being on Call of Duty and playing Eminem. He has, he's across the spectrum in that way. And the nostalgia of it's going to pull people back as well. And then he sounds great on the track.
Look, we need to have a real deep conversation about Eminem. Is Eminem one of the all-time greats?
Yes.
Of course, he is. The Eminem Show, 8 Mile's a phenomenal movie. The Marshall Mathers LP, the Slim Shady LP, those are all-time great albums. But this current Eminem that we just heard today, this was Shaq on the Celtics. This was Iverson on the Pistons. This is whatever washed-up athlete you want, a comparison that you want to say. That is what we got tonight.
No, that's LeBron in year 21. I mean, like, Eminem had a long period of time where I wasn't rocking with him at all. I like Relapse a lot more than most people do. But let me look through the albums to remember them in order. I like Relapse a lot more than most people do. But after that, the Revival album was terrible. That was awful. I did not like the Marshall Mathers LP2 at all. Obviously, Encore, I think, came after that. And there was a period of time where I felt like he was trying to jab every syllable into everything and became jarring to listen to. He got back on the right track with the Kamikaze record and Music to be Murdered By. But this is him in his bag. I think this is undeniable. I think this is going to be everywhere, and people are going to rock with the style and delivery they're getting from M here. That is a callback to, those older tracks, those goofy Eminem singles, whether they be the real Slim Shady, or Without Me, or any of those various ones that came out on different tracks. My Name Is.
If this is Eminem's bag, he needs to take that bag, go back to the store, and get a refund. Because this ain't it, man. This ain't it. If you're asking me my personal favorite Eminem tracks, my personal favorite Eminem tracks is Stan, Sing for the Moment, and Like Toy Soldiers. Now, those are more serious songs that he has, but I also do like the goofy songs. I recognize that this is a callback to Without Me, which is an all-time great song. But it feels like one of those things where it's like, I was cool before, I'm not cool now, so let me try to remind you guys of a time period when I was cool.
No, but it sounds cool and fresh. It just sounds good. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to end this and do a Houdini magic